Welcome back to Started from the Bottom. I am your host, Susan Peterson. Look at us, Kim. We do what we say we're going to do.
Twice in a week.
Twice in a week. We're here. We have decided to start a Sarah J. Maas book club.
We are qualified for this because we're obsessed.
Yeah, that's the only qualification you need.
Yeah.
Plus, I like to read.
Oh, I love to read.
And by read, I mean listen.
It's the same.
So what I did was I created a spreadsheet that has,
It's very official.
yes, it broke down all the books for the next, I think it's like 40 weeks until she releases the new Crescent City book, which we don't know what the name is. Or
No.
do we know?
I know she released something, but I don't know if it was the name.
Okay. I have a theory and I'd like to hear your theory. I think all the books stack
Oh, interesting. Like all the series.
onto each other.
Okay. I haven't read Crescent City, so
Oh, shoot.
I don't
That
know.
might be a spoiler alert. Okay. Without giving anything away,
Tell me what you think your stack is.
Well, there's things that kind of seem similar in each one as far as like the darkness,
Yeah.
the evil, the king that can't die.
Oh. I never really thought of that.
And there's 3 kings, right? In Throne of Glass.
Yeah.
There's
The
like
3 Vogue Kings.
yeah, and then is there I don't know. I'm thinking they stack.
It could be. Because
So
it does kind of feel like, now that I'm thinking about it in that lens, there is stuff from the ACOTAR series that could definitely, this could have been the precursor, I think.
yeah, I think there might be parallel universes happening.
Yeah.
All at the same time. With Throne of Glass being I don't know enough about parallel universes. We should get Gus and Chris in to talk about them because they could talk about them for hours.
I would love to hear Gus and Chris talk about that.
Gus there's very clear rules about parallel. I should bring Gus in. He would probably freeze
As
in
an
front
expert.
of yes, as a parallel universe expert. But that is my theory. I could be totally wrong, willing to be wrong, excited to learn more about the Crescent City world, but I think
Yeah.
they all are parallel universes and come together.
I hope so.
I hope so. So this is just our first little intro. We each week we're going to discuss parts of the book.
Yeah. We're starting with the Throne of Glass series.
Throne of Glass, book 1. We have all decided, we made an executive decision. Again, we are qualified because we like to read, that we are not doing Assassin's Blade.
Yeah.
Here's what I think with Assassin's Blade. Read the wiki.
Yeah. That's what I did. It's the Cliff's Notes, but they're little novellas. They're little like stories. So it's like, I don't think it's necessary for what we're trying to do.
No. Also, we didn't have room for it.
We didn't.
In our weeks. So
we're tight on weeks as it is.
Yeah. So you don't feel like you have to do it all. Do what you can. Come where you are.
Come hang out.
We will be, I think we were talking about putting these out on Saturday.
Yeah.
Putting these, and then, so you're going to get just weekends of me and Kim coming up.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Saturdays and Mondays.
Business during the week.
Yeah.
Party on the weekend.
Yeah. It's going to be so fun. So for next week's episode, you need to read the first half of Throne of Glass, chapters 1 through 27.
Yeah. And Throne of Glass is the shortest of those books. So it's a lot. I think we figured out it's about 250 pages.
Yeah. Per week.
Each week, but we got to move fast.
Here's my trick. I don't know. I'd love to hear your trick. This is not for everyone, but I get the audiobook and the Kindle.
Yeah.
So, because I like to read in bed when I'm going to sleep, I like to read, not listen. So I'll have it on my Kindle. And then up during the day in my car, everywhere else, I'm on the audiobook.
Yeah. I think it is really nice to do it that way because it automatically syncs between the two.
That's the thing. Yeah.
Sometimes I buy on Apple Books because I just like it better sometimes, but then it really doesn't work well when I'm like listening to. So I think if you're gonna listen and read.
Yeah, because when I drop off on the Kindle, when I'm done there, it'll pick right up where I left off on the Kindle on Audible. So they sync together. It's really nice. Also, with both of those, you can return the books and get your money back. So
Yeah.
if you want to do a scam, just go ahead.
Also, I've been getting some from like just the Provo Library. Sometimes they have holds, but the last few I've found, I've just been able to like go check out.
Also, I think, can't you rent audiobooks at the library, in the library system too?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So that's an option. If you're not familiar with Throne of Glass and you're like, what's this Sarah J. Maas universe? Buckle up, babe.
Dive in.
Dive in. So the first book is called Throne of Glass. It's assassin. I'm going to get these names wrong. Selena Sardothian, thank you, who has been in prison for a year in the salt mines of Endovier. She's unexpectedly released from prison by the Crown Prince Dorian
Haviljard.
There we go. Who offers her a chance to win her freedom in a competition to become the king's champion, a position that requires her to serve the king for 4 years. Selena reluctantly agrees to the competition and moves into the royal palace in
Otterlin.
Kim, what would I do without you? Where she trains with other competitors and tries to uncover the secrets of the castle. As she competes in these challenges, she begins to make friends with Prince Dorian and the captain of the guard, Cole
Kale.
Westfield.
Although there is
Kale.
Some people call him Kale.
Kale. What do you call him? In the
audio, it's Kale.
Kale.
Kale?
I can't say it. While also attracting the attention of an unknown assailant who is targeting the competitors. As the competition draws to a close, Selena discovers the dark secrets behind the competition and the true nature of the king's rule. With the help of her friends, she must fight to uncover the truth and save herself and those she cares about. You guys, I don't know if any of you out there have read the Harry Potter series.
I have several times.
This Sarah J. Maas, to me, is like the adult version of J.K. Rowling.
Also, I think it's on level with like just the same. The writing's really good. The twists are really good. She's really good at setting up things for later. You and I are both on, I think, book 5. I think that's what Empire of Storms is. But the Easter eggs that I'm now realizing were in like 1, 2, 3.
Yes. The world that she creates is fascinating.
Yeah.
And then the magic she creates, there's magic, there's witches, there's fairies.
Yeah.
There's 500-year-old men that are hot.
Super hot.
There's a little bit of Twilight in that.
This one, if you've read A Court of Thorns and Roses, that one is very much romance. This one, I would say, is probably young adult.
Yeah.
I think it is, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's more, well, I've heard that this is the 5th book is where it gets a little spicy.
Okay, so maybe we're just not to it yet.
Yeah. But it is a little spicy. I mean, you can skip the spicy parts.
Yeah.
Except for A Court of Silver Flames. Just skip that whole book if you want to skip the spice. But
yeah, there would be nothing left.
But she writes relationships really well.
Yeah, she does. And she writes really strong female characters. And when we first started the first one, we texted in a group text and you responded. Do you remember this? You said we're in our Selena era.
Yeah.
And I remember being like, we are. We so are. So now we're all in our Selena era.
Yes, let's get going. What I'm going to do is we're going to read probably next Thursday or Friday, I'm going to put up a question box. Okay. Like, what do you guys want to talk about for the first 27 chapters? And then we can take audience questions and
that'd
it's going to be really fun. Anything else to add?
No. This is just really exciting and we're excited about it.
Yeah, we will periodically be bringing on guests. Kim and I have belonged to a book club, and by book club, I mean group text for a couple of years with Meg and Bri, where we just share books and hot TikToks. And so probably Bri and Meg will both be coming on.
And we're getting Abby her own microphone because she needs to chime in too.
Abby is deep in Sarah J. Maas. You've read A Court of Thorns and Roses, haven't you? Yeah, she's read that one too.
Did you read Crescent City? No. Okay. You and I will do that together.
Yeah, and I can't remember it. It's been too long.
That's true.
Yeah. All right. Well, we will see you guys here every week for a book club.